When this man is active, winning, smiling and snarling, the heavyweight division is a better place. Deontay Wilder, how are you, sir?
How you doing?
I'm very, very good.
Long time no see.
It's been a while. It's been too long, and yeah, I've been thinking about you. I've still been watching the highlights, and you know, for me, you've left a real imprint on boxing across 49 fights so far, and the fact that you know, one of the WBC's longest reigning ever heavyweight champions, Olympic bronze medalist, made plenty of money. Not bad for someone who was a truck driver who just wanted to help his daughter.
Right.
What a story, Deontay.
Oh, man. It's an amazing story, one that I still think about to this day, you know, as I see my daughter grow. She's about to be 21 in March, the 20th to be exact.
Wow, 21?
Yeah, 21 years old. You know, she came a very long way, you know, and so have I. And it's just amazing to see how time has passed. You know, I'm older, she's getting older. At this point in time, I'm just the happiest I've ever been in a long time.
Did you really think you'd get to 50 fights?
Ah, man.
You came to the sport pretty late.
I did. I entered the sport at 21, you know. Many people doubted me then, you know. But they didn't understand I was doing it for a different purpose than what anyone has ever seen, you know. I was sacrificing my life to save a life, and that was my daughter's life, you know. And I never thought in a million years that, well, I didn't even imagine, you know, 50 fights. I mean, I didn't even know what my number was until Shelly told me, like, you know, this is your 50th fight. Like, really? Wow, that is amazing, because I never kept up with my record. I never kept up with the knockouts or anything. I'm just going fight by fight, just doing my thing. But it's amazing to be at 50 at this point, and then Derek got to 52 and make this the 100 between us both. It's exciting. Just that in all is excitement, and I think it's meant to happen. Because me and Derek were supposed to have fought a decade ago.
2013,
yeah,
I remember
man.
seeing it all. It was meant to happen, and I think there's different points where he would have been the favourite, you would have been a clear favourite, and maybe now it's kind of 50-50 for 50.
Yeah, man,
right?
I love it. Everything around it, it's perfect, you know, because we're supposed to fight again in December, then again in February, and here we are now in April. You know, all I can say is we serve an on-time God. Things may not happen when we want it, but it's always on time.
You seem in a good place, because I've interviewed you multiple times, particularly in the Riyadh season fights, before Zhang, before Parker, and for me that was a different Deontay Wilder. For me, I was seeing a guy, bit of pain there.
Yeah.
I don't see that in you right now. Have I read this right? Are you free?
I appreciate that. You know, not only have you given me the confirmation of that, but so many others as well. So to hear it every time, it makes me feel good, because I'm truly happy. You know, during those other times, it was a convincing myself that it's going to be okay, convincing myself that we're going to get through this. You know, convincing myself that I can do this. You know, and you know, the proof was in the pudding. It didn't pan out like I wanted, but. Though I didn't cry over spoiled milk. Those things I needed to see where I were, especially with the with Zhang fight. I knew immediately what I needed to do after that, and I didn't waste no time after. You know, so, you know, life throws us, you know, curveballs all the time, and it's only what you do with your opportunity and your time. You know, you can either correct things in your life, or you can keep it the same. Now, if you keep it the same, then that gets you nowhere. Now, if you correct certain things, then, you know, prayer changes things, and things will change in your life. But you gotta want it to change, and I wanted it. So here I am. So we're gonna see what the finished products look like on April the 4th.
Do you know what, I think it's been nice though, in terms of when you're knocking guys out, when you're, you know, bomb squad, all of that, bronze bomber, you're Superman to the fans, right? But when you are talking about your problems, your mental health, and all of this kind of stuff, you become relatable, you become one of us. Why has it been important for you to kind of tell people, this has been going on, I've been going through it?
Right, most definitely. You know, most time I never talk about my personal life, you know, and it leaves people wondering or speculating what's true, what's not, what's real, because about 99% of things that's negative been said about me is not true. And it's because they don't know Deontay Wilder outside of the ring. You know, I'm not a person that every time a fire starts, I puts it out. You know, I never go on my social media to plead my case when people saying things about me, when I know things are true. You know, they say truth will set you free. And I believe in my silence is golden, you know. And, you know, the truth will reveal itself at some point in time. And I walk with God. I walk by faith and not by sight. And, you know, and it's tough. It's tough to do those things, but this is not for the weak, you know. And I understand that. I understand the position that I have in life as a athlete and as a human being, you know, what God has for me to do, the purpose, the mission. I understand it, and I must complete it. So here I am again. I'm a living example of what you should be like when you're on a mission, when you want to complete the task, complete the mission, and get the job done. There's no giving up and no quitting in me. So I'm a living proof and example that you can fall and you can continue to try until you get back up and you start running again.
Yeah, I see it. Look, it's an inspiration. Derek Chisora is going to bring the kitchen sink, and then with that, there'll be a toaster, there'll be a microwave. He is going to bring everything, Deontay. Are you ready for a fight like that?
Oh, man, I'm ready. I got my chef apron on as well, you know. I even got a sink full of dishwater ready to wash the dishes after we eat this meal, you know. It's going to be a lovely fight, you know. I couldn't ask for a better opponent than Derek Chisora. War Chisora as that, because that is exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be the bronze bomber against war, you know, and it's going to be war on the bronze bomber. See, I need him. I need Derek more than he needs me.
How can you need that? How can you need that much pressure on fight night for your 50th fight?
Because if I say I'm mentally back like I want to be, I need somebody that's going to be in my face for 12 rounds, non-stop. And this is proven, you know. They say pressure break pipes, but pressure also build diamonds. And I'm trying to be that diamond in that rough.
So you got questions in your head? You don't know if you're back yet, but you'll find out in this fight? Is that what it is?
No, I don't feel like, I don't feel like I don't know. I feel like I do know, but this would be the test. You know what I mean? This would be my test to me that I truly am back like I feel like I am, you know. Just mentally. When I say back, I mean mentally. Like my mind is back on track. My mind is back where it needs to be, you know, because physically and spiritually, I never left. But mentally and emotionally, I exit the building, you know. Things that I went through, I've never endured in my life, you know, and I'm a giver. You know, my heart is so pure, my heart is so good. I'm the one that will help people give them the shirt off of my back, you know, if they need it. You know, and unfortunately, sometimes good people get done wrong the quickest and the fastest. You know, they always the one that get, you know, hurt in the end. And the ones that can hurt you the most is the ones that's the closest to you. And, you know, and that's just basically the situation, you know. It's a heartbreaking situation when you have so many people that you say you love, because I don't use that word lightly. When I say I love you, I love you. And when a man loves, he loves hard. You understand? When a man loves, he loves hard. That's why when a man's heart is broken, he take it hard because he love hard. And if that heart is broken, it's gonna be devastating to the point you really don't want to live no more. You know what I'm saying? But to have so many of my beautiful children and have my woman around me, it means everything to me, you know. And they kept me afloat, they kept me with confidence, they kept me motivated. I asked my children one time, you know, we talk about retirement, I sat them all because I always have meetings with them. I'm a devoted father. I don't believe in just financially taking care of them. I believe in spending time as well. So I spend unlimited time with them. That's why I'm always at home, you know. I'm not on social media all the time. I'm not in different places because I'm spending time with my babies. You know, I want them to understand and get it in life, you know, in a strong way. I have 7 children, I want 7 more. And I always say if it was up to me, I have 50. Because I love the responsibility. I love what it takes to be a father, to be a leader, to be a king, you know. To be a father is a great responsibility. And we're very important in a child's life, very important. You know, it's the end all be all for children sometimes. And, you know, to have a strong background, to have a strong base with my children and the ones that truly love me the most meant everything to me. I had to go seek help after the last defeat, because that was a measuring stick of where I am.
Yeah.
You know, even during that time, I felt like I was good, but I have no problem admitting that I was lying to myself. I was trying to convince myself, because so many years I've had to deal with things on my own, and I figured it out. Eventually.
Who's been looking after you, by the way? You look after everyone else. You give the heart so much, but who looks after Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, who looks after the head of the household, you know? But it all depends on what you mean by looking out, you know? Because if you're talking about taking care of me, loving me, you know, providing certain things for me, you know, it's been my children, it's been my lady. You know, she's been here with me from the start to the finish. She never left my side, you know. And if she do leave my side, it's because I want her to go get her time. I'm like, baby, you go do your thing right now. I'll be okay. And you know, we connect. She never want to leave me ever. You know, everything we do, she want to be just like me. She want to match me. She want to eat what food I eat and whatever.
That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I feel like, Deontay, we're watching you heal in public and watching the re-emergence of the Bronze Bomber. I can see him. I can see that you are back. You're a different guy to what I met a couple of years ago. So congratulations on coming back. What's going to happen in this fight, Deontay?
Oh man, this is going to be a beautiful fight. It's going to be a lovely one as well. And I say lovely because we both have mutual respect and love for each other.
Not too friendly, are you?
And I mean...
It's very friendly, Deontay.
Yeah, it is friendly. We're very friendly because we don't have to conduct ourselves in a manner that people expect us to be. Nobody expected this to happen. You know, did you expect to see that?
No.
Yeah. No. Because we are people that have question marks on our back, like unpredictable. I know I'm unpredictable. I go off of feelings of things, you know. You know, I can blow it at any given moment in time. But I also have the self-discipline to keep myself calm when need be, you know? And then when they're dealing with creating fights and trying to promote, you don't need all that chaos. You know, I say, why are we gonna waste our energy going back and forth with each other? What, so we can have some type of energy going back to camp and like, I can't, you know, no, we've been doing this for too long, you know? I hope other fighters that look upon this situation take a page out of our book to understand you don't have to have all that. You save that energy for the night of the fight. That's when it counts. And we're showing them that, you know. Like I've said before, I need Derek and the things that he brings, the attribute that he brings, you know. I want him to bring that pressure to make this diamond as beautiful and clear as it should be. Because the plans that I have for the future, it starts right here. It starts April the 4th.
But you're going to knock him out, right?
I'm definitely going to knock him out. I'm definitely going to knock him out. It's only designed and set up for a knockout. Either him knocking me out or me knocking him out. And that's just it. I just really feel, I don't see this fight going the distance. I don't.
Impossible.
It's impossible, you know? That's deep in my heart. It's going to be a knockout. You know, his style is designed and made for mine, and my style is designed and made for his. And it really gonna be who lands the most at given time. You know, I'm a true one-punch knockout artist.
We've seen it.
You know?
We've seen it. Listen, one final thing. Are you gonna knock out Usyk after that?
Most definitely, I'm coming for you, Usyk. And you know, it's gonna be a great fight. So, you know, push the horses. Let's go, baby.
Great to see you, Deontay.
Bless. Always a pleasure to see you.
You too.
Yes, sir.